Hello friends! Today I am wanting to do a little experiment. Okay, let's rewind, gather our thoughts, here we go. You can see that this box of Prismacolor Premier Col Erase pencils looks fairly beat up and old and worn, right? Right. However, this is a brand new box. I bought this box a couple of years ago. They're all unsharpened. So I bought this box a couple of years ago and I wanted to do a video on it, which made me not want to use them, which is terrible. But I never got around to making the video, therefore I never got around to using the pencils. So I need to make a video so that I can finally use these pencils. That's why the box looks so bad, because it's actually a few years old. I've got a few pencils sharpened already, and I just want to continue sharpening so that we can get to sketching and testing out these pencils. Prismacolor is known for their colored pencils, or pencil crayons, as Canadians have been raised to say it. But this particular set is Col Erase, which means erasable colored pencils. So these should all be able to be erased, which is great when you're sketching, right? Because you want to be able to erase and redraw and erase and redraw. So that is kind of the gimmick to these, is that you should be able to erase them. So we are going to give that a test once we have them all sharpened, and then we can play around. I've got them all sharpened here. Here's the evidence. Now, if you can see this grouping of lead that has come out of these pencils, not super impressed with that specifically, like these three. As you can tell, they are a lot shorter because as I was sharpening them, the lead kept falling out. So that's a waste, right? Like that's that much pencil that I wasn't able to use. So Prismacolor is supposed to be a more high-end pencil, and for that I'm a little disappointed that they didn't perform better. Even having said that, I know a few of these taller leads are a little loose, so they're not going to last super long. But these are the colors we have to work with today. These ones I assume will, especially the white one, I assume will be great on black, but I mean, I guess I can always test that theory out. I've got just a scrap piece of black cardstock, and I can, I suppose, swatch the white. So that's kind of how the white one is coming out. So I suppose it could be good for black paper swatching. Or I mean sketching, sorry. The gray is quite light. And for the gray and the black, I question the reasoning behind even including these, because you can just use graphite to get the same color effect. So why am I getting a colored pencil when I can just use a regular pencil, you know? So for that, I'm not really sure. I feel like that's a bit of a waste. Oh, I did the gray already. And then I'm not going to swatch all of these, but we will just grab from them when we want. So how I want to play with these today in my sketchbook is I would like to see if I can design my own character. I tried this, I think, one other time, but I didn't take like a very serious approach to it. So I've never really drawn an original character, or in the art world they call it an OC. So I would like to see if I can create an OC today. I've been very inspired by Siren Sketches here on YouTube. And if you remember Drawing with Waffles, any of you who like the art YouTube world. You probably have heard of Drawing with Waffles. I can link her channel down below, but she has not been posting for like a year. And in the absence of Drawing with Waffles, recently Siren Sketches had started posting, and she's got a very similar vibe. So I would highly recommend you guys go check out Siren Sketches. She's been inspiring me for today's video to create an OC. I don't really know. I'm not very good. Actually, I'm terrible at cartoony faces. So that's something that I'm hoping trying to figure out this OC will get me to create and learn how to do better. Cartoony faces. My one thing, I guess I'll start with a face. One thing I always struggle with cartoony faces is eyes. I don't really know what kind of eyes to draw. I don't understand how artists achieve a cute eye. So yeah, that's one thing I've struggled with among many, being anatomy. I think it would be useful when drawing cartoons to actually know real anatomy. So I'm just going to pretend the ear is on the other side of the head. Yeah, because I do think that learning real anatomy would help you know how to bend the rules and which rules can be bent, you know? So I like, which most people tend to like, is big eyes. I need to give this character some like personality traits. My first thought when I was preparing for this video was like, maybe she is a music buff and she loves to listen to music all the time. And so she's got her big headphones on. I'm wondering how these pencils will erase like layered on each other actually. I don't have a pair of these big headphones or whatever they're called. I think that's quite a bit too much on her face. This might be less drawing an OC and more just learning how to draw. I don't know. So, I don't know. Why do they look weird? Why does it look weird on her head? I'm getting something wrong here. I'm not really sure what it is. Is it the angle? Okay, I need to move on. So we're just gonna say that's passable. So we've got our headphones. What else does this girl like? And what kind of style does she have? I feel like, okay, so she's not a gamer girl, but she is a music girl. What kind of music? Leather jacket? That leans towards rock music, I feel like. And I'm not really sure. Maybe we should figure out what kind of music she likes. And then that'll help. Maybe she just likes all music. She's just a connoisseur of music. I think I'm gonna give her like those kind of bangs. Or a fringe. I think that could be cute. And then what for the hair though? What kind of hair? Do like if we did a high ponytail? No, I don't think I like that. What if we did like a shoulder length? Like a, I don't know what those are, like 2000s bob. A bob from the 2000s. Let me know if you guys had, or even was it the 90s? I think it was the 2000s. But let me know if you guys had a curled under bob. Do we like that? I mean, I don't hate it. Maybe it's just not big enough. No, I'm not feeling it. What kind of hair does this girl have? I do like, see, this isn't erasing all that well. The yellow in particular does not want to erase. Therefore, let's redraw her and try again. Ah, now I put her too far this way that her hair is going to be in this girl's hair. Well, I guess we're just going to make this one a sketch of the face. So, I don't know. I feel like musicians, maybe she's a musician also, I don't know. But I feel like they have big feelings, which is where the good music comes from. So I'm gonna make her not like super happy, not like sad, but just, yeah, no. Okay, there we go. Got a bit of a face. I always like watching people draw and figure things out. So I'm hoping you guys don't mind this process either. I find, as an artist, I find watching the process of somebody else like quite valuable, just to see what, I guess, the mistakes they make and then how they address them. Because I can see mistakes in my art all day, but it's about knowing how to fix it. You know what I mean? Couple of nice big swoopy eyelashes. Maybe we'll only do a couple. I like that. Couple on the lower. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So her face, we got her face. Let's switch up the color because we want to test out these colors. This is a different pink. So now I need to leave space for her hair, the thing that we're actually working on. So, I mean, we could try this yellow again. Let's try up here. Do I like this hair? I was thinking of giving her, like, I don't even know hair style terminology. I guess this is almost like Sailor Moon, isn't it? Especially being that it's in yellow. But, like, more bangs that part in the center. I was thinking about doing that. And then having them be quite voluminous. How do we feel about that? That's kind of unique and identifiable. And again, she doesn't have to be blonde. It's just I wanted to test out the pencils. See if this yellow one erases better than the other yellow one. I don't know, there's something about that yellow pigment that really leaves a ghosting behind. Well, we've tried it out on this face, and you might even have to make it bigger to make it look cooler. And I'm not using a reference for this hairstyle, so that could also be my downfall. I think I would do longer if we did this hairstyle. So let's try, we did pink, let's try green. Let's see what the green hair could look like. So we said no to the ponytail, no to the bob. What else could be fun to draw? I don't think I want her to have curly hair. I think she's going to be a straight hair character. What if, oh, speaking of not understanding 3/4 length heads, how is her head shaped? Is it like this? I'll have to tip the book to see it again. Is that kind of it? We're gonna go with that's it. So where can we put the hair? What I was thinking of was doing like a half up, half down in like straight, but could that, I don't know if that'll read very well, especially like from the front, if we have like a straight on, because I want to be able to redraw this character in numerous poses, you know, different days down the road, and if I decide to draw her straight on, I don't know if that hairstyle is going to read very well. So I'm going to actually hop onto Pinterest and I'm going to browse some hairstyles. I'll be right back. So I found one that I want to try that kind of marries both of these ideas. And I want to see if I can make something work. So this will be her middle part. So this hairstyle that this person has is like very wispy and loose. It's like very effortless, and it kind of separates in the middle. And it is shoulder length. So if we can figure out where her shoulder would land. So collarbone. So we're gonna say her shoulders would go about here. And again, perspective is tricky because like this shoulder isn't smaller than this shoulder, it's just pushed farther back, you know? So yeah. So yeah. Okay. So now we have kind of defined where her shoulders would be. I think it's kind of coming a bit natural, but I think it's good to do this particular hairstyle in like chunks. I feel like that reads how the picture actually looks. So we're gonna carry on in that vein. I don't know how I feel about this. It looks better on the drawing, or I mean, it looks better on the photo, the Pinterest image. Yeah, see, it's looking too shaggy, and yeah, that is kind of how it looks in the image, but not quite. I like the bangs section. That's working. I think the bangs on this character needs to happen because if she is going to be wearing headphones at any point, it would be kind of nice to have hair coming out the front of the headphones. So, alright. So we're whittling down our character. We're figuring it out. You guys, let me know if you're going to draw along with me. Have you ever created an original character before? I am getting this particular angle of her face down, so that's good. That's showing muscle memory in the hand, which I like. Okay, so we've got, again with this mouth. I don't know what to do about this mouth, you guys. Maybe just like a suggestion of a couple lines, and that's all they need for a good mouth. I want to try something. I found a hairstyle that I think will work with her. Also, I feel like she's going more in like the, I don't know, punk direction. Now when it comes to trying to execute it, I am shy about it because I don't know if I can do it. So it's going to be wavy hair in this scenario. She's got those front bangs or fringe or whatever. And they're quite long, I would say. Because I'm thinking she'll have a bit longer hair in this idea. See, I think long hair is really fun to draw, but that's kind of the problem. Like, I don't want, if I end up making any more characters in the future, I'm not going to want them all to have long hair, right? You gotta like spread it out a bit. So what I was thinking for this girl was to have a bit of a half updo, and then I would like this to be like a fairly messy bun, and then the rest of her hair just down. And again, let's draw in her shoulder area. Which looks like she's got a really long neck in this in this one. But we have an eraser. I've been practicing with like sketching with pens and markers and stuff, so I'm trying to like commit to the lines, but when you're working with pencils, you don't have to. You can erase. I don't know about this orange one's erasing abilities either. I don't know. I don't think the orange one erases all that well either. So let's just draw the hair, the rest of it, something like this. I don't know. Would we have this pulled out a bit more? And then have the bun a little bit lower? Maybe it's too high for our punky girl. And have some like stragglers hanging down because she couldn't be bothered. Okay, how do we feel about this? A little bit more casual because it's a little lower down. I don't know, I'm still not... Oh, she's very elongated. From my view, she looks okay, but from your view, she's quite stretched up. But, I don't know. It's not doing it for me. I'm not sure what to say. I don't think this is the right direction for her hair either. You guys, I'm just getting hung up on her hair, and we haven't even really got started into like proper character design. But I think I've sketched for a while. I haven't used all of the pencils, so I can't give a good recommendation, yay or nay, for these. I do know that the sharpening was a little disappointing. I was hoping that they wouldn't break so easily, but they did. Oh, that's not black. Let's try the black. I'll definitely be using these pencils in future for sure, because I love being able to sketch in color. I think that is very cool. I'm not so convinced that they're all necessarily erasable, but that's, I suppose, the way it goes sometimes. As far as our character design process, we didn't really get anywhere. We experimented with a few hairstyles, a few thoughts, you know, maybe a nose ring, maybe, I don't know, what other kind of piercing is kind of cool. Is the one that goes between the eye thing? What's that called? I don't even know. Like I said, I don't know piercing names or anything like that. So put a piercing that goes through here onto the other side. We could put, you know, a lip piercing. Like that. I don't know. I'm not sure. So I guess we will have to pick this up another time. let me know what you guys think about the start of this character design. Where do you think this character should go? Do you have any tips, drawing tips? I will take tips. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this, and I will see you in whatever comes next. Bye!